My first reaction was win-win. Good for Huffington Post, good for AOL based on the strategy they've stated. It was one of the first big content exits. So you've had Arianna, Ken Lehrer out there slugging it out, built a great property, and had a good ending. And for AOL, who has stated that they're going to be a content studio, you know, they bought maybe one of the best properties there is on the internet. But the integration and how it ultimately plays out, well, that's execution.
And what advice would you have for Arianna at this point?
My advice is, you know, really go for it. Is that if the strategy is all about content, your team has done an amazing job of taking audience away from old traditional media brands. And while they've been asleep at the wheel, you have gotten people to come to you. Now go do it more and do it better.
How do they do it better?
Well, I think they expand. I think they take their formula, their winning formula. I mean, they do cover a lot of content areas inside of Huffington Post, but you got to take some of them where you have a little bit of food, you know, you have a little bit and you spin out brands. You really make it a big franchise.
So it's really about taking the Huffington Post and then having a real expanded version of food, an expanded version of...
One concept, or go buy up, Consolidate. I mean, there is a lot of great content on the internet that already has audiences, and you can go and continue to consolidate up those spaces. But you know, the trick there, and the devil is in the details, is can you create that studio? Can you create that environment where you will bring thriving content entities under the umbrella, like TechCrunch is a good example, you know, and let them be TechCrunch and do their thing, rather than them, you know, subsume their identity to AOL or Huffington Post.